Evolution. Darwin's theory of evolution. Charles Darwin, a biologist, studied numerous types of plants and animals and suggested that only those organisms are likely to survive which can best adapt themselves to a changing environment. This is called the theory of survival of the fittest. This is Darwin's first principle. If an organism is born with a new beneficial characteristic and is able to survive, this change is preserved in the next generation. This is Darwin's second principle and is called the theory of natural selection. Classification of living organisms. Let's recall. Why are living things classified? Which are the criteria used for classification of plants and animals? It is difficult to study and remember all the organisms in this diverse living world at the same time. Classification helps in this respect. Different scientists have used different criteria and independently classified plants and animals. A hierarchy is formed in the classification that starts with kingdom Animalia or kingdom Plantae. Further groups and subgroups are formed depending upon basic similarities and differences. This is called the hierarchy of classification. Hierarchy: Mango, kingdom, Plantae, phylum, Anthophila, class, Dicotyledonea, order, Sapindales, family, Anacardiaceae, genus, Mangifera, species, Indica. Hierarchy: human, kingdom, Animalia, phylum, Chordata, class, Mammalia, order, primates, family, Hominidae, genus, Homo, species, Sapiens. Binomial nomenclature by Carl Linnaeus. Imagine that there are 4 students with a name Kabir or Kiran in a classroom. If you are talking about any one of them, how would you ensure that others know which one of them you are talking about without any confusion? We would tell the full name, that is, the first name and the last name. This is similar to binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is used to identify each organism. Accordingly, a scientific name has been assigned to each organism. It consists of 2 parts. The first part is genus and second, species. All identified organisms have been assigned a binomial name as per the guidelines of the International Code of Nomenclature. All the organisms of a species are so similar that irrespective of differences in color, height, habitats and habits, they can reproduce among themselves and form new individuals like themselves. For example, all domestic cats in the world belong to the same species. The same is true in the case of animals like hen, cow, dog, etc., and plants like mango, wheat, maize, etc. Following are some examples of organisms from kingdom Plantae and Animalia classified by the binomial method of nomenclature. Living things, dog. Scientific name, Canis lupus familiaris. Living things, cow. Scientific name, Bos taurus. Living things, hibiscus, Scientific name Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Living things Jawar. Scientific name Sorghum bicolor. Find out the scientific names of other animals and plants in your surroundings and discuss in class.
Dear students, here we conclude the lesson number 1, that is adaptation and classification. In that lesson, we have seen about the adaptation in aquatic animals and plants, adaptation in desert animals and plants, adaptation in forest animals and plants. Not only their adaptation, the adaptation for their eating also we have seen. Okay. Along with adaptation, we have seen about the classification. Along the adaptation, we have seen about the classification also. The importance of classification. Again, we have seen the nomenclature. Okay. The importance of giving the name to particular plant and animal. How it is important. Okay. To avoid the confusion and to identify it properly. So that binomial nomenclature also we have seen. So here we have concluded the lesson number 1, the living word, adaptation and classification. About the exercise writing, I will inform you afterwards. But still, for you the homework is to write the hard words properly, new words properly. Along with new words, again one chart I am giving for writing that. So that chart also you have to write in CW properly, systematically, without any scratches, in neat handwriting. Understood everyone? Okay. Thank you.